Ah, there was something on the camera. That's what was wrong with the darn thing. Okay. Hey, hey. Two people in here already. Yeah, I guess you saw I went live for just a split second a minute ago. I thought something was wrong inside there, inside this thing right here. But no, I had something on the camera, so it was all blurry. I shouldn't restart, just clean the camera. Doing good, man. How y'all doing? So the day has come that everybody's been waiting for me to hurry the hell up and finish that knife, right? So we got the knife done, and I'll tell you, it's a beauty. She's pretty. She's pretty. I'm proud of it. Probably I'm more proud of this thing than anything else I've made thus far, as far as a blade. And that's even including the Forged in Fire sword. I mean, that sword was a hell of an achievement, but it could have looked a lot better had I had the amount of time to put in it that I put into this thing. So, put a lot of stuff, a lot of time into this one. Y'all want to see it? You want to see it? Who wants to see it? Because we're getting ready to start the raffle up. Now that this is done, I'm going to list the raffle as well. Okay. It's all the clip art. Looks. Oh, it's about time, huh? All right. There she is, all sharpened up. Wrought iron guard. You can see the grain in the wrought. So one of you bastards is the lucky winner. Now I gotta disclose this because you guys know me. I'm an honest person. When we made the Damascus, there was a little inclusion in it, and I think it was in there before we twisted it because you can see. I'm not sure. You see it right there. I mean, it is tiny as far as depth, but it's there. And then on the other side, about a half inch up the blade, is the same exact thing. So it was in that layer when I twisted it. They don't go through at all. There's no cracking coming from either end. You can see it there. And then up here, because you see, they are, they're about a half inch apart. I've measured them. It's not exactly in the same spot. So that's what tells me it's from the same layer. And as you twisted it, went up the bar a little bit. So I have to just close that. Do I think it's a fatal flaw in the blade? Hell no. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the thing is perfect because it's not. There's an inclusion there, or it's not there anymore. The inclusion came out. It just left a little dimple where it was. Therefore, I'm going to raffle this thing off as a wall hanger. It's fully heat treated. Can be used all you want, but I won't put any guarantees on it as far as that goes, like I would if you were to buy a knife and I make sure that everything was perfect before I sent it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't ever sell this knife as an order to someone with that in there. I would start over. So there she is. I'm proud of it. I really am. I'm really proud of this knife. I'm really, really proud of this knife. Okay. And it's sharpened. Sharpened pretty good now. It's sharp. It's sharp, sharp, sharp. So that is the main centerpiece of the raffle. Now remember, also in the raffle, you got a guillotine tool donated by Uncle Buck's Forge with some extra dies and an F bomb that he makes. We also have a pair of railroad spike tongs and a cross beam hammer, which is over there. I can't reach it, but these came from Robert Robinette, donated. I got to put on a handle. All it's waiting on is me to stick one of these handles I got sitting here in it, the hex head hammer. It's heat treated and ready to go, going in the raffle. We've got the hexagon center punches, or one going in the raffle. I'm going to throw some stickers in there. We got the knife going in there. It's a pretty good size raffle. Also, I have the blade tongs that I made going in the raffle. So I think we got a good set of things to go in here. What do you guys think? You saw me on Forged in Fire. Yeah, man. Look a little different. A little better manicured. I'd use it too if I need a buoy. Oh, Neil. It was in my P.O. box. Told you. Should have told me. So it's going out Monday. Your hammer's going back out Monday. And it's getting loaded with stickers. So if you guys want to get in on that raffle once I post it, I've got a bunch of you already sent money in. So give me time to go in here. I'm going to put a handle in that, lay everything out, take some pictures. We're going here, get it posted. I've got to put all the names of the folks who've already paid for their spots on the raffle. So there's several folks who've already paid. And it's going to be an unlimited raffle. I'm not going to put a cap on tickets because it's a benefit for my friend who is now legally blind. He was informed last Monday that he is legally blind now. He has no vision in his right eye and just a little in his left eye, but what gives him the legal blind status is 0 peripheral. He can't see over here. It's right here. So he's legally blind now, and everything's screwed for him. So I'm going to do what I can and give him every dime that's made off of this. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to sell 1,000 tickets at $10 a pop. What do you? I really want to know what y'all's price point should think it should be. $5 or $10 a pop, or should I sell $2 a pop and sell it to, open it up to tons of people, to get a ton of people to put in? Because I think we get, since it's unlimited, we get more people attracted to it at $2 a pop than we would unlimited at $10 a pop. What do you think? Opinions. There's 16 of you in here with good brains. What do you think? Because all the ones that have already sent in the money that they've sent, I could break that down to give them an equal amount of tickets at $2 a piece, or we can leave it at 10. 10 a pop. Okay. Thinking this economy, 10. $10 a pop. All right, everybody agrees on it. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. All right. So, you guys excited to see how that goes, huh? Me too. One more look at it. And then I've got a tracker blade to get started on. But tracker blade is not a raffle item. It is an order. Yeah, I can't quit looking at it. 10.95, 15 and 20. You guys watched me make the Damascus. Yeah, it's a beaut. And it's going to come with a stand. I'm going to make a stand, probably with a deer antler and such. Trying to keep up with me. Shit, you making some nice shit down there, Josh. I got, speaking of Josh, he's awesome. I was having a hard time getting my contact wheel. So he just voluntarily sent me his off of his new grinder, and it fits mine perfect. Thankfully, I have friends like him. He got me going, and it showed up about an hour and a half or 2 hours before the other guys showed up. Mine. I ordered it from them, but they both showed up on the same day. But he sent it willingly. He sent me his contact wheel, his big 10-inch contact wheel. So thank you, Josh. That was freaking awesome, dude. Is that coffee etched? It is etched for about an hour or so, hour and a half in ferric chloride. Scotch brighted the shit out of it. 1,000 grit sandpaper. Clean it, soapy water, all that. Clean it really good, dry it, and then put it in hot coffee for about 2 hours. And that was the result. So I could have got the dark even darker. I could have made it jet black because right now it's more of like a lighter black. I guess I could make it. See how the center of that one's a little lighter than the rest of it? I could have made this completely jet black if I wasn't so damn impatient wanting to get it out of the etch because I'm just excited. Excited to see it. So there it is. Look at the fit up on that. Nice and tight like a toiga. So I have to say this is my coup de grace so far. The fighter buoy. Let's get some measurements on this thing. Go ahead and tell y'all some measurements. Where's my tape measure? Where's my tape measure? Now this is not a toy. Overall length is 14 5/8. Actual blade length, the cutting edge from ricasso to tip is 9 inches. From guard to tip is 9 1/4. So that makes this right at about the handle 5.5 inches. So there's your measurements on the knife. Do I have my first knife? Yeah, I do have my first knife. Let me find it real quick. I do have it somewhere. You guys ready for this? Y'all want to see this ugly ass thing? Hey, Pops, what do you think of that knife? You like that knife, Pop? You wants to see. First off, I'm going to show you the handle and let you get an idea of the blade. Look at the handle is. Look at the blade on that thing. There's the thick, how thick the steel is. Hell, I could go jack my truck up with this thing. Oh, there it is. I'd say I've improved. Is there an improvement there? And that's a hand. I hand filed that bevel in with a file guide. I hand filed that in with a file. I built a file guide or whatever. The first one looks better. Okay, Neil. If you win the raffle, I'll send this one instead, and I'll keep the buoy. Okay. If you win this one, I'll send the first one, Neil, instead of the new one. uh, Oh man, it's been rough on me working on that thing. A lot of handstanding, a lot of handstanding. That was a good question though, Rob. I'm glad you asked that. That's like a trip down memory lane. I had to blow the dust off that thing. It's been up on that shelf for a long time, a long time. Yeah, that's right. Just throw it. Don't even matter if the handle hits them. It's gonna knock them out anyways. Huh. Be right back. So if you want to shut up, Ben, about the rabbit trail. All right. So if you want to get in on the raffle, um, you're gonna have to follow me on Facebook. I'll post it on Twitter, but I won't be putting the names on Twitter. I'm just gonna advertise that there's a raffle and directing you to my Facebook to get in on it. Read the details on my Facebook. I will post it on County Line Forge and do everything from there. You can follow me at James Davis. I'll have that's where the main post will be is from James Davis, and I'm going to share it on like County Line Forge's Blacksmith Mashup, uh, County Line Forge, actual my business page, things like that. But where the names will be updated will be on the master post on my personal page. But it's all going to be the same post. It just doesn't matter if you have to see the names. You will see the names. I'll just long drawn out process. Have to go to all these different posts and update them every time somebody buys a ticket. So I'm just going to update a single post, and that's the post that's going to be shared to these other pages. And as I update it, those posts will update on that page. Okay, does that make sense? How long is the raffle for? That's a good question. Um, I'm thinking 2 weeks, maybe 3. Um, just talk to them and see what bills they've got coming major next that they need help with, when they're coming. And since it's an open-ended raffle, I may run it a little longer than normal. That way, the money hits right before their bill. That bill comes, and I can say, "Hey, here's the money. Now, there's your bill. Take care of that bill." Give more time to figure out what they're going to allot the money to as it comes in, if we can make the mark that we want to make. So, at least 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a little longer. Yes, the money will be going to my PayPal, countylineforge at gmail.com, or paypal.me/CLF Um, see how it's going to benefit them the most when the money needs to be there, because I want to make sure it does the most good for them. And if they say, "Hey, our mortgage is taken care of this month, but next month's going to be rough because neither one of them working," it took forever for him to get the legally blind declaration to be able to file his paperwork for disability, so that's going to take forever. Plus his leave from work, he filed the wrong paperwork whenever this all started back in February, so he had to refile the paperwork. And being blind, it took forever for him and his wife to do all the paperwork together. So that's all being drawn out. So he's still not getting paid. So, I want to know what bill is going to help them the most. So we'll talk to them and find out. But it's going to be at least 2 3 weeks, maybe a little longer. Yes, that's what this is all about. Do the most good. Send a friend request. Metal Man, make sure you hit the follow button on my page. If you, instead of friend request, hit follow. Um, oh, I don't accept a bunch of friend requests. If I did, they'd be overflowing. But you can follow me. You'll be able to see everything that I'm posting and stuff like that, and interact with it and things like that, because I post it all publicly or whatever. But as far as friend requests, I don't. I just want to limit it to you see what I can post. You know what I'm saying? James Davis, parentheses, ting ting, is what it'll say. Hit the follow button on there, follow me there, and follow me on Instagram too, County Line at County Line Forge. on Instagram, and you'll be able to keep up with all the cool shit that I post and do and stuff like that. Show you what's coming next. Some ADC RV2. There's what's next. I'm gonna cut it out. I don't forge my trackers. I cut them out because there's so much to them. It's so time consuming to forge them out. Plus, this lady has been patiently waiting on this, and she ordered 4 knives at one time, actually. I've got all the other knives done except this one because I was waiting on the contact wheel to knock this out, because this one I want to do something crazy to. And this is ADC RV2, so I'm going to cut this out. And that's my next blade project. This is 3/16 thick. So it's a nice thick stock for a tracker, because this right here, this undulation, is where you baton it, because this is your chopping blade. You would split kindling or whatever, chop limbs, whatever with that, baton it down through there. This is your skinning, your cutting, slicing blade, whatever, thumb rest right here, finger groove, whatever, ricasso. But you want it nice and thick to baton. A batarang. I've been asked. My cousin actually asked me to make a batarang. And I'd love to, but the thing about that is it takes just as much time to make something for free as it does to make something for money. No offense to nobody, but it costs me the same amount no matter if I'm getting paid for it, if I'm not getting paid for it. And I don't like giving everything away all the time. I love my family though. I normally keep the gifts to like holidays. Yeah. If it was just a hobby, that's one thing, but I have to keep up with a certain amount of workflow coming through here to do it sustainably as a business. Not a lot of time to do shit for free. That's why this raffle takes forever, because a knife like that, realistically, this knife, I could have done this knife in 4 days, 3 days, something like that. But it would have been all I'd have done the whole time for like 12, 14 hours a day. And I wouldn't have been able to do any of my orders, none of the other stuff that come in. So that's why it gets long and drawn out, plus waiting on things to come in to work on it. So it gets done in my spare time. My spare time is, yeah, them crib midgets like to eat, Rob, so I gotta put food in their mouth every once in a while, keep them from screaming all the time. I'm now being stalked. Hey, Insanity Forge, be careful about that stalking shit, because I've actually had a stalker. I had a guy move all the way across the country to try to come live with me. He actually moved out here from Washington State to North Carolina, 30 minutes from my house, and then 2 days later called me, said he was homeless, kicked out, going to the bus station, asked if he could stay at my place, on his feet. I don't joke like that. That shit's for real. Ask Ben Toombs. I don't play like that. I just want you to know I'm a Second Amendment practicing redneck here in the South. No, sir. Ben would have been cool, man. I'd let Ben come hang out. Shit. Yeah. Ask Ben. Ben tell you I'm not. Ben, am I lying? Am I lying? I don't want to tell you guys his name, because he's in a lot of these blacksmith chats and these blacksmith live streams and these chat rooms and shit with y'all talking. I don't talk to him. I kind of just go the other way. So, but you guys probably all have seen him in these live streams chit chatting. Yeah, Ben knows who it is. All right, guys. Nope, I'm not lying. I mean, he seriously fucking moved all the fucking way out here. Wow. Ben Ben still has all his shit. I would have sold that. You know what? I want that shit as repercussion for the trauma he caused me because I was ready to go to his ass and beat the shit out of him for it. It's like, dude, no, this is not okay. You can't just move the fuck across the country and show up and be like, hey man, can I crash on your couch? Fuck no, you can't come over here and crash on my couch. Moving to Portland. Well, he's fixing to be your problem again. It was creepy, man. He was like messaging people that were close to me, asking questions about the area, about work, places that were hiring and shit like that, and places for rent. You know, and they all didn't think, man. He was trying to get the lowdown on it. He showed up on a bus in Charlotte at 1 a.m. talking about, hey man, my bus just came in. Can you give me a ride to the hotel? I was like, who the fuck are you? No, I can't give you a ride to the hotel, man. Get out of here with this shit. He sent me, he was messaging me and calling me on Messenger and shit at like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like, God almighty, man. Yeah, it was kind of, yeah. He said he came out here with a whole, with like $500. I'm like, you moved across the country with $500 in your pocket? He's like, I had $500. I'm like, what do you mean you had? He's like, I spent the rest of it on weed in Chicago. I was like, come the fuck on. Wow. That shit was planned. He was planning it. Yeah, yeah, it was totally planned. Use the excuse whenever I confront him. I was like, no, I had a girlfriend I was moving out here with. I was like, mother, you got catfish. That girl don't exist. You ain't never met her. She don't live with her uncle and get in a place with you. She got your ass all the way out here and got money from you. No, you ain't using that excuse. Hell no, because you was messaging my friends asking about the area. Yeah. Hey, you guys probably think he's pretty fucking normal talking to him in chat and these live streams, so I'm not gonna blow his cover like that. I'm gonna see if he latches on one of you motherfuckers like he did me. Oh, that's entertainment right there. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. I'm out of here. I'm going to fire up the grill. It's beautiful outside. It's Saturday. I can finally take a breather for the rest of the day because this bad baby is done. While the grill's warming up, I'm going to get the post made for the raffle. Let you guys get in on it. Remember, go follow me on Facebook. Follow me. Believe it or not, I didn't cut myself making this knife. How you like that? It has not been bled on. No Rona here. Yeah, but that I swear making me felt a whole lot better than me making this. Horrible knife, no blood spilled. All right, guys. Peace. Well, let's see you.